Good morning, Marion. Thank you so much for joining me today on this call, and really looking forward to hearing all about your journey so far. So, just before we get started, obviously I've just introduced you, but if you wanted to introduce yourself and just say what your name is and what you do, that would be nice.
Hi, yeah, I'm Marion, and I work in an accounts office. I'm a senior accounts assistant for a company in Ulster that's developing dialysis machines. So,
oh, great, good. So you're working hard right now as well.
Oh, indeed I am. It's really, really busy. Yeah.
Good. So, just want to, obviously, you've just completed our 6-week transformation. So, you're kind of joined us since lockdown, since obviously everything's been online for us, and we've never actually met in person, which is crazy to think. Yeah, it's really nice to obviously be able to talk to you and catch up with you about your journey. So looking back to before you joined us, so before you joined ALM, before you started exercising with us, how did you feel? What position were you in, and how did it make you feel kind of before you started with us?
Yeah, well, I've just come out of quite a long, sort of the last 12 months have been quite difficult for me and quite tough. I've had some incredible people support me through those tough times. I've been quite depressed, and I was just sort of coming out of that depression when lockdown happened. I was just beginning to feel a little bit more in control, and here we are in lockdown, and it threw me a little bit, and I started to feel a little bit insecure about things, and I've got quite a poor self-body image about myself, and I didn't want to undo all the hard work I've been doing over the last 12 months. And I just happened to come across the 7-day trial, initially, and I thought, oh well, I'll give that a go, because it was easier for me to do it online. I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to get out and do anything, because obviously, you know, being confined to the house and everything. So I did the 7-day challenge, found it really useful to be able to book my sessions in and make an appointment for myself, which was really good.
Yeah.
And so I started the 6-week challenge, and it certainly helped me get more into a routine and make time for myself, and yeah, it's just been a really good 6 weeks, which has been brilliant.
Yeah, just and in such a short space of time as well, isn't it? Kind of that transition as well has been amazing. So, you know, you've obviously come a long way in that time, and yeah, you should be really proud of yourself for everything that you've achieved, because it is a big deal, and it's, you know, it's hard, kind of, you know, coming from that point to where you are now is brilliant. And I think, you know, going online, it obviously helps to have that, like you said, have the accountability. So booking on really helps, you know, for you guys to be able to book on, have that kind of meeting as such, to say, right, I've scheduled in my workout, that's when I'm going to do it, and it's that, you know, it's kind of a confirmed meeting for you, and that's, we found a lot of our members say that part is really beneficial. So if they were left to their own devices in terms of, you know, oh well, I'll just work out when I want to, that never really happens. So yeah, so kind of scheduling it in always really helps. So that's good. And then what results have you seen? So over the last kind of 7 weeks, what results have you seen from the transformation?
Well, I certainly feel more confident. I didn't have much confidence before I started, as getting back into exercise and doing that. So I certainly feel more confident about getting involved in it. I have lost a bit of weight. I've lost half a stone now, so that's good. I'm certainly a lot stronger, particularly in my core and my back. So I've certainly noticed that I'm able to, whereas at the beginning I wasn't able to sort of finish the full set. I'm now more often than not finishing the set, which is really good. And I've enjoyed just the feeling that you're part of something. Yeah. Because I was trying just doing the Facebook ones and just using the YouTube ones, but I didn't feel as though I belonged to anything, and that just added to my isolation.
Yeah.
So I certainly feel as though I'm part of a group, which I think has improved my confidence in getting back into it and back involved in it.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Some amazing results achieved there as well. So, half a stone lost, and just the confidence. And we as coaches have all noticed just how much your fitness levels have improved as well from that week, that first 7-day trial and that kind of first few sessions to now. It's been incredible to see the progression that you've made. So, so well done. And what was the tipping point that kind of pushed you to join? So kind of, from that point of, obviously lacking confidence, not feeling too great in that, state of depression, just kind of coming out of there, what was that kind of tipping point that said, right, I need to do this?
Yeah, well, like I said, when lockdown sort of happened, I was just coming out of my depression. I was starting to feel a little bit more controlled, and then suddenly that was taken away from me in a lot of respects, and for a lot of people, it just couldn't have come for a worse time for me. I was just beginning to get there, and I didn't want to spiral back down, and I was beginning to feel a bit claustrophobic. And even though I'm quite a solitary person anyway, just knowing that I couldn't freely go out, it was that kind of pressure on me just made me feel as though I needed to do something. And I felt, coming out of my depression, that to move forward, I really needed to move on.
Yeah.
And my confidence had dipped. Like I said, I wanted to feel as though I was part of a group. The just doing the Facebook and the YouTube ones wasn't really helping me to be part of that group. So the tipping point for me really was the situation, I suppose, that we're in, and to know that, because I've never met anybody, like you say, only over Zoom. I've never met anybody, and so I haven't been to your usual sessions. So to be able to get to be part of that group and to have everybody's support and moving forward, that was the tipping point really for me, because of the state I was in, the point in my life that I was in, and the circumstances that we found ourselves in. That was the tipping point for me really. And I wanted to get more confidence and start getting back into exercise again.
Oh, great. And I think, you're not alone there. There's lots of people that have, been in the same position as you. They've tried on their own. They've done the Facebook workouts, the YouTube workouts, and kind of the follow along workouts. But just like you say, that sense of community, that group belonging, just makes that real difference, I think, for a lot of people. And I think it just really helps that, like you say, you don't feel like you're on your own, even within the sessions. You can see everybody there training with you and alongside you, obviously not literally, but on the screen, and it's great to have that support as well. So that's really good. And what would you say to somebody that was thinking about joining but they're not quite sure? What would you say to that person?
Well, I'd say give it a go. The hardest thing is making that first step in the first place, and give it a go. I've been overwhelmed by the welcome that I had when I first started, and it's not just, you're not just offering your fitness online. What I've found really beneficial for me is the whole package you're offering here, because you're doing the Zoom workouts, which you can check into, and you've got the instructors supporting you and helping you, but you've also got a very active social side of things. And for me, that's been a really good it's been a good mix. So you'd be well supported, and wherever you are in your fitness journey, I'd say just give it a go, because these are strange times. I'm looking forward to actually coming to one of your in-house sessions rather than online. But I've it's been really good for me, and I would say to anybody, you're worth it, you matter, and give this time to yourself, because you will be amazed how much you'll get out of it, because I've got a lot out of it.
That's amazing. Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, I really appreciate your time today and all your lovely answers. So thank you. And we're looking forward to obviously helping you carry on your journey and get amazing results over the next few months and beyond. And yeah, I'll look forward to meeting you actually in person. That would be nice too.
Likewise.
Thanks a lot, Marion.